Assalamualaikum and welcome to Titli's Busy Kitchen with me, Titli. In parts 1 and 2 of this series you saw me bake the cake and then feed it. Well, now it's time to cover it in marzipan. To cover my cake in marzipan I'm obviously going to need some marzipan. Now marzipan is an almond flavoured sugar paste. You can make your own if you wish, but since I can get this so easily and so cheaply, I just buy mine. The other thing I'm going to need is some apricot jam. Now the apricot jam is going to enable us to stick the marzipan onto the cake, and because it doesn't have a particularly strong flavour, it's perfect for this job. So here's my cake. It's about 3 weeks old now. It's been fed, it's lovely and soft and moist, and there's no sign of mould on it either. So I've got a 1 pound block of marzipan, which is going to be enough to cover my 8-inch cake. I'm just going to dust the surface here very lightly with icing sugar, and then I'll knead the marzipan on the surface until it's nice and soft and pliable. When it's nice and smooth and pliable and warm, let's put it to one side and dust lightly with icing sugar again. Now I'm going to roll my marzipan out into a circle whose diameter is equal to the width of the cake, which is 8 inches, plus 2 times the height of the cake, which is a total of 4 inches. So I'm going to roll it out to a 12-inch diameter plus a little bit. You'll see why when I've done this. Make sure the marzipan is nice and even and there are no ridges in it. Okay, we'll just check that. Yep. Just slightly more than 12 inches in diameter. Lovely! Now pop a couple of tablespoons of apricot jam into a bowl and then pop it into the microwave until it melts. You can put it in a pan as well and pop it on the stove if you want to. It's just that microwave's much quicker if you've got the option. Now take the cake and brush it all over with the melted jam. Make sure you brush the sides as well, give them a good coat. Alrighty, we're ready to dock the marzipan with the cake. Now this is a slightly tricky bit. We need to ease up the marzipan off the surface. And I actually like to use my rolling pin to help with this. Kind of roll it backwards as I'm pushing the rolling pin forward. Okay, there's my marzipan on the rolling pin. Now introduce the marzipan to the cake. The objective here is to just cover. Smooth the marzipan down. Then when I'm reasonably happy, I'll just trim away the excess marzipan. Some people like to marzipan the bottom of their cakes as well. I just think that's a bit OTT, but it's about personal choice. Now use a nice large flat blade, could be a spatula, to smooth the bottom of the marzipan. That's really nice and smooth on the top, nice neat edges around the outside. Now I'll just pop him back in his box. I'm going to leave the cake for about a week now, just to let the marzipan set and the cake settle and equilibrate a bit. In the 4th and final part of this series I'll be icing my cake. So do join me next time in Titli's Busy Kitchen with me, Titli. Until next time, Khuda Hafiz!